What is up, guys? Welcome back. We're gonna do a quick driving video today again, and someone in the comments requested that I do a first and second gear pull, so we're gonna try to get one of those in today just so you can see how fast this thing really is. First thing is first, we gotta get this thing warmed up, so it's gonna take a little while to get that done before we do any pulls. So like I first said, we got to get this thing warmed up first before we can do any pulls on it. Obviously the transmission, if you didn't know, is the 5-speed out of the stock Miata, which is not really supposed to handle this much power. So the best thing we can do for it is let it get warmed up first before really beating on it at all. As you can see, it still takes a while to get this thing warmed up, but man, it drives great. See, we got some good AFRs for cruising. Not the best thing I've ever seen, but for doing it ourselves and not really spending that much time on it so far, it's pretty damn good. This thing looks really dark, man. Let's go fix that. Huh. There we go. You can see pretty much every gauge works except for the oil pressure gauge, which is why we have one down here instead. People always like to follow way too closely. This thing is crazy fast, and the torque on an uphill section like that is just unbeatable in terms of driving experiences. So really happy this thing is running so well. Up to temp there, so you can see it was definitely a little bit safer. I mean, obviously that engine temp isn't the same as the transmission temp and all that, but close enough. Another gorgeous day out here as well. Holy crap, as you can see, that was just a little bit of a taste of it in second gear, and this thing hauls ass. This thing is amazing. Absolute backroad weapon. It's so much fun to drive. And check out this friggin' house, man. Holy shit, this guy's house is insane. Should be a 4x4 squared up there. Usually is. Crazy stuff, man. Man, this thing's so good. Look at that. We still got good oil pressure. That's always fun to know. AFR gauge is still, I mean, doing its thing, working. We got fuel, we got RPMs, we got speed, and we got temperature. And of course, don't let me forget, headlight mode. Definitely want to keep it slow in here. This is a notorious spot where cops hang out. Just up here on the right. Probably one of the weirdest parts of this swap has to be, sorry, has to be the noise, the exhaust note. It's got a very small exhaust on it, so it's pretty quiet normally. But the sound of a V6 compared to a 4-cylinder is just, there's no competition there. This thing really does sound like quite the sports car now. I'll let you guys listen to it when we get up to some straighter roads up here. All right, here we go. Listen to this. Holy, this thing makes your blood friggin' boil. It's so much faster than a stock Miata. You gotta think, this thing makes 230 rear wheel horsepower, whereas the stock Miata's made about 100 horsepower at the crank. So you're talking even less than that at the wheels. So this thing just feels like an absolute rocket ship. It is an amazing feeling. And I just don't think you can get the same thing for the price, or, you know, let's say if you did a K-swap, it's just not the same. Maybe the power is similar as like maybe a turbo setup or a K-swap, but the J just has its, just definitely has its kind of, you know, charm. Another sweet house, check that thing out. Here, I'll do another small pull here. Oh my God. This thing is so awesome. Oh, I wish you guys could be here with me experiencing this, but this thing is crazy. The best part is you just, you know, put it in a low gear here and cruise, and it feels like a normal car. No hiccups, no nothing. This thing's tuned really well, built really well. Shout out to my brother for building this thing in our garage. It's pretty wicked, not gonna lie. Not matter what gear you're in, you put your foot down and this thing moves. Honestly, the gearing is so much shorter than it would ever have been with a car with this much power. It still has the factory Miata 5-speed and a Torsen differential, which is just another Miata differential. So nothing special, nothing extra long, nothing really for this power level. So it feels even faster because the gearing is so short. It's amazing. sure it won't take us long for us to catch up to this guy up here, right? Back there is a couple sketchy corners because it's a waterfall that people hike to, so there's always kids on the road and stuff, so not a good spot to speed during the day, that's for sure. Nice little downhill section here, not much gas we can apply, but still fun curves. I take it back, this guy up here is hauling ass because I'm speeding a little bit here and he's still up there. This thing, again, I can't say enough, it just drives phenomenally. Once in a while, if you shift after going pretty hard in second or third, it makes a nice little popping sound, which is super fun. Not to the point where it's annoying, but you know, just every once in a while you get it, which makes it super sweet. You might think that with doubling the horsepower of an NA Miata, you might need some like serious meat on there, because it sounds like a lot, right? Double. But I mean, you're only talking about 90 horsepower to like, 180, or in this case 230, which is a lot of horsepower, but not really for the grip, for the tires. We have some Falcon Ascenzi's 615K on there, and these things hook up pretty much as long as it's not raining or freezing cold out, these things will really not let you break traction very easily. Now, first gear, you know, you floor it and turn a corner hard, yeah, you can get this thing to drift, no problem, but, you know, doing poles, second, third gear like that, I'm not really too worried about it. See right there, I thought I was in like fourth gear or something because I was giving it gas and it was accelerating so quickly. I thought I had to shift, but no, that was fifth gear. That guy didn't even stop. Look at that. Look at this guy, man. Thinks it's cool later, man. Got you on camera. Fucking read. Fail. That was straight into fifth gear somehow. I have no idea. Wow, that's embarrassing. But holy, that thing's fast. I can't believe we saw that guy throw a water bottle out of his window. Like, what a scumbag, man. What a greasy scumbag. All right, well, that's it for the drive today. Kind of just winding down now, heading back, so not too much more interesting, so see you guys in the next one, I guess.